90-year-old ADRIANA Smith shows us the last photograph ever taken of her mother when she was 35. It was 1932. ADRIANA remembers being summoned along with her 6 siblings to her mother's deathbed after she'd undergone an illegal abortion.
I still remember clearly seeing her lying in bed, saying goodbye to all her children. My youngest sister was only 1. I was 7. She could barely speak because she was hemorrhaging. She was bleeding to death.
83 years later, the grandchild she never knew says nothing has changed. Women in Chile still have to resort to illegal and often unsafe abortions.
I'm one of the privileged ones who could pay for an illegal abortion in a private clinic. But for those who can't pay, have to resort to back alleys. It's so hypocritical.
According to official figures, as many as 70,000 women undergo illegal abortions a year, even though Chile is one of only a handful of countries in the world where abortion under any and all circumstances is a criminal offense. Uruguay's former deputy health minister says the legislation is incompatible with Chile's image as a modern country.
Illegal abortions too often result in unsafe procedures, such as the introduction of sharp objects like coat hangers, plants, infusions, or even poison, which lead to potentially fatal hemorrhages, lesions, and infections.
Socialist President Michelle Bachelet is urging Congress to pass a reform bill that would allow abortion if the mother's life is in danger, if the fetus is unviable, or in the case of rape. All opposed by the influential Catholic Church and even some members of her center-left coalition. And it's not as though the proposed legislation is that modern or forward-thinking. In fact, therapeutic abortion was legal in Chile as far back as 1931, until 1989, when the country's former military dictatorship changed the constitution to make it illegal. Free choice advocates say turning the clock back to before the total abortion ban was imposed is a positive step. But for ADRIANA Smith, it's not enough. She says nothing short of total freedom to decide on whether or not to have a child would have saved someone like her mother. Lucia Newman, Jazeera, Santiago.